Government and its agencies are accountable for commitments they have made. We have to use different ways to hold them to account.
Government ministers are accountable for the human rights commitments that they've made at the international level. Civil servants, bodies such as the Car Before You Leave Implementation Board, they are meant to deliver on those commitments. The group have learned that they need to find ways to make sure that human rights commitments are made. This has included things like freedom of information requests, the media, campaigning and using the Health Committee.
The good points would have been, well, at least we've got these people here, but are we going to get any results, positive results from this? Because you don't always, promises are made, but promises don't always be kept.
Well, it's about getting all the evidence together and producing it, and then turning around and presenting it to the Health Committee, presenting it to the Health Minister, presenting it to the Trust. So we've got all this evidence here, now you tell us what these are going to do.
If we don't go in and ask the questions, we're just going to get what they want to give us. If we don't put across our point, which is why we're really here today, well then we're going to be left just as things were before.
I've felt since being put on the Health Committee in Stormont that without pressure being put on various issues, things tend to just drift along. And I certainly don't believe the Card Before You Leave scheme would have happened without the pressure.
And we have an excellent health service in Northern Ireland, but sometimes it's slower to react than perhaps it should be. So that type of campaigning and that type of bringing it to the public attention does affect a change that comes about more quickly.
There are many ways to hold governments to account. I think people often think of human rights as legal and therefore you must go to court to vindicate your rights, but legal tools are really only one element of what should be a wider sort of package in terms of accountability. There's obviously political accountability. The minister in charge of the relevant department, so in relation to the right to health, the Minister of the Health actually bears responsibility. So there's political campaigning that can be undertaken to hold the minister to account for his obligations. There are also then more administrative forms of accountability in terms of ensuring that all the various agencies tasked with protecting the right to health are doing so. And then there's campaigning, and use of the media and public information can be very, very important in terms of raising awareness of problems and building profile in relation to them, and therefore putting pressure on the relevant authorities to do something.
We have learned a lot through our work. We knew that getting real change was not going to be easy. Compared to those who make decisions about health services, such as the minister, civil servants, and politicians, we have little power, but we have to find ways of building on the power that we do have.
What we do also we need the government here. We need the government to sit up and take action and say about these children, say about these people, not only children, men, women, people with all this suicide. They need to sit up and take action about all this.